So if you've gotten an iPhone the last year and a bit, there's probably a good chance that you've been exposed to this little feature called MagSafe,
which is basically a ring of magnets on the inside of your iPhone. You can't see them. Not only does this feature ensure the best connection with wireless charger, it also allows manufacturers to create accessories for MagSafe compatible iPhones.
So the question is, should you splurge on all these different MagSafe accessories? MagSafe isn't the first modular accessory system that we've used, but it does address two of the biggest issues that we've had with modular systems, which is longevity of the product and the usability of the product. So
roll the review.
For the rest of this video, we'll cover the longevity and iPhone usability issues, compare it against some of the other systems that we used over the years, like Quad Lock, MagBack, and some of the other defunct systems like Switch Lock and Peak Design. Let's start with longevity. We were hesitant to do this video for the iPhone 12s, given that Apple might have pulled the plug on the feature, on the MagSafe feature for the iPhone 13s. I know, probably not a high chance, but it still could have happened. We never know.
And it took almost a full year of MagSafing for companies to come out with accessories.
It took Apple almost a full year to come out with their own battery accessory.
Now, as long as Apple keeps integrating MagSafe into their iPhones, manufacturers are going to keep coming out with MagSafe accessories. Now, this is great for consumers because of the longevity of the MagSafe feature. The accessories you buy for the iPhone 12 are probably going to work right up until Apple decides to deprecate MagSafe, which might be probably in 5 to 6 years.
That's an assumption I'm making, but MagSafe for laptops was around for about 6 years. MagSafe 1 and MagSafe 2 was around for about 5. So in a span of like 11 years, that connectivity to Apple's laptops didn't really change. So MagSafe on the iPhones, I'm going to assume about the same time period.
This longevity is in stark contrast with other modular systems like Switch Lock, which hasn't been updated since the iPhone XS, or even Peak Design's own modular system, which debuted last year, which has now become vaporware. Larger brands like Motion and OtterBox have also abandoned their modular system lines. Another example of this longevity with Apple accessories would be the Magic Keyboard for the iPads. It's only been out for 1.5 years, but it works with iPads that are over 2 years old because of the smart connector found on the iPad. That's cool.
Because Apple standardized the mounting system with MagSafe, manufacturers aren't going to go out of their way to create something that people might use. They're just going to use MagSafe, and that's what most people need.
They're going to go with the easiest path forward.
Now, you do have other modular systems like Quad Lock and MagBack that are established and have been around for years, but their lineups, especially Quad Locks, really aren't that useful outside of a few niche user groups. Now, this usability is what we're going to talk about next.
So if you like how we do our videos, we are reviewers, not influencers. There's a bunch of accessories that we review that we think are the best for the iPhone. We buy every single one of the products you see in our videos, so we don't get paid by these companies to do any of these videos. That's just kind of the way that we do our videos. Like, it's just better.
And if you like watching our videos and want us to continue to make these videos, you can support us by getting all of your MagSafe compatible accessories through our Amazon links. You can support us through Patreon and subscribe to all our other channels.
Some of the products that we do like, we actually contact the manufacturer and see if they'll give us codes for you guys. That helps us out as well, but again, they're not paying us. We're just basically, in a sense, glorified salespeople. Damn!
MagSafe accessories are just more useful or just easier to use, mostly because you take stuff off and swap between accessories easily. For example, car mounts are generally very clunky to use. Most mounts kind of use the semi-violent mounting mechanism, though some have decent automatic clamping features, but the charge speeds of the wireless versions are kind of all over the place. With MagSafe, you just plop your iPhone on the pad and you're good to go. Multi-device chargers also benefit from MagSafe because you get faster charger because your device is always lined up. There is no guessing if your device is charging or not. It's the same thing with one-handed usage devices. Quad Lock allows you to buy a guillotine for your finger, and this guillotine will be promoted by a bunch of paid influencers to say how comfortable the guillotine is. With the MagSafe feature, you can get an accessory like the Pop Grip, which just works, and you don't have to worry about your fingers losing circulation. Even simple things like a desk mount, MagSafe is just easier to deal with. You just need to place it on the stand. There's no trying to find a hole and then trying to twist it. It's just, the Quad Lock stuff is just silly in many regards. Wallets are another thing. Previously, to have a wallet in the back of your iPhone, you needed to buy a case that had it built in, or you had to take a 3M sticky and just stick it on the iPhone or the case. With MagSafe, you can just kind of plop it on and off. You can even buy wallets that functions as stands, or a wallet with a pop grip on it. Now, we would be ragging on MagBack as well, but they've kind of pivoted and integrated both MagSafe and their magnetic mounting systems into their products, which is actually kind of neat, and you get the best of both worlds with the MagBack setup.
Now, products like Quad Lock, they kind of it's really a niche market product, even though they're trying to add accessories like, we could put a finger loop in it, but it's really more like a finger guillotine, because like your finger is really going to hurt if you use this more than 13 seconds. And honestly, if you're mounting your iPhone on your motorcycle, their mounts are great, but you know, the desk stuff, having to like, trying to like finagle it into your holder every single time is just kind of annoying. Or you just get a normal table mount like. So at the end of the day, Val, would you spend the money to buy MagSafe accessories, or are we just like, eh?
No, I would. I feel like it does give your iPhone that like extra functionality, and it makes it a lot easier to use. Like for charging and everything, at your desk, you just throw it on and you can grab it and go. It's just...
Car.
Yeah, it's great.
Like it just works, which is kind of that's kind of the mantra that Apple has with most of their devices. Their stuff just work, except for this. This thing is terrible. There's a link in the description for this review. That was something else. But like for me personally, having used all these different modular systems over the years, being able to have Apple come out with the method of attachment and letting everybody else create products for that method of attachment, I think is just brilliant. Again, like I live and die by my pop grip, right? Like this thing just works. It's better than some of the muffed things that we've used in the last while. So anyways, again, if you found this video useful, get all your stuff through our links. Again, reviewers, not influencers. Everything we do is unsponsored and we like to keep it that way. So what else can they do to help us out?
You can support us to Patreon as well. And you can subscribe to all our other channels. Did you already say the links?
I think so.
Look how proper Monty's sitting.
If you want to know what we're drinking gin and tonics. We're trying to figure out which one to call the iPhone 13 version.
Thanks for watching.